European stock markets are broadly higher this morning, with the UK's FTSE 100 index up about 43 points, while the Euro Stoxx 50 index is also doing pretty well, up about 42 points. In the currency markets, the euro is trading higher against the dollar, while the yen is much weaker against the dollar on the back of continued talk of Bank of Japan stimulus easing, and the bond markets, both Spanish and Italian bond yields are relatively calm. Italy is a different story, more calmer than the Spanish, given the strong Italian debt auction that we've seen, with Italian yields falling to lows for the day. Good morning, I'm Ishaq Siddiqi, and welcome to another Daily Market Bite. I'm going to give you a quick idea of what's going on in financial markets today. A pretty risk-on tone here in Europe. We've had French industrial output data, which is much better than expected, showing 0.7% rise on the month versus expectations of 0.4%. So investors are welcoming that. That hasn't been the same case for Spain and Italy, where industrial output continues to decline. That, again, that's not much of a surprise. We know both countries are financially distressed at the moment, so investors are shrugging that off at the moment right now. Now, given that we've got the start of the US earnings season, which kicked off with Alcoa's numbers earlier in the week, investors are now gearing up for a continuation of earnings really kicking in next week. So the positive tone has been set, and that's been reflected in price action today. Miners are also jumping on the back of China's export and import data, which was actually much better than expected. So the resource sector is doing well at the moment, and in terms of what's going on in the wider Eurozone, Italy, again, still a concern for investors, but there seems to be some talk between Bersani and Berlusconi, so investors are taking heart in the fact that there is a mild degree of progress being made in Italy when it comes to discussions about where to take the country, if we're going to see new elections or if we're going to have a caretaker government in place. Now, looking ahead, we have the Fed meeting minutes. That's going to be the key to this afternoon, with the Fed putting out the minutes for the last policy meeting. Now, given that we've had a poor US jobs data report that came out on Friday last week, investors are going to be eyeing any further clues from the Fed as to where they want to take QE, if they're going to look at tempering QE, maybe halting it, or even exiting it. It seems like the tone is going to be very accommodative for further stimulus measures. Ben Bernanke hinted on that on Monday at a press conference, and it seems like Fed members are going to continue keeping the pedal on more stimulus for the time being. Other than that, there's not much else going on, so look out for the Fed minutes, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Daily Market Bite.